Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining in to Nellie and Ruth Designs. Yesterday, I started a little tiny mini series um, of touring my craft room. I love to see how people have their craft room set up. Some of them are very organized, they are very colorful, they have all the bright colors, they have a lot of kitschy items, they have a lot of vintage items. I'm more of a outdoorsy type person. I love my flowers, my birds. I'm a big hiker. I just really enjoy the outdoors. I take a lot of walks, and my home is more Adirondack rustic style. That's really what I like. I like the warm woods, the dark browns, the greens. So my room is a little bit different than a lot of other girls that go for the little golden book style, or all the little cutesy pink and blues and greens. I'm more of a earth tone, earthy, crunchy style. So in my craft room, I try to just keep it very basic. There's a lot of wood. There's a lot of natural light that comes in here, which I really, really like. I explained yesterday in the video that this was my son's bedroom before he got married and moved out. And it only took me 22 years to get into here because I really liked this room and I had to wait for him to leave. Um, but with that being said, I'm going to continue with the tour. We're going to go right over here to this little white cabinet. I'll explain where I purchased that and what that houses, and we will just go from there. Okay, let's get ready. Let's go. All right, that's better. I had to close my blind because the sun is just starting to go down over the mountains here, and it was casting a terrible shadow or glaze, whatever. But this white cabinet I've had since 1998, 97 or 98. I bought it on QVC. It was a Martha Stewart special. And the top part where I house my books here, there's actually a large roll that went on the top, and that was to house a very large roll of wrapping paper. I didn't buy that. I didn't need it. I really just wanted this for the cabinets itself and all the little cubby holes. Right now, I was in the process of moving from a smaller room to this larger room. I'll just pan it in case you didn't see the room yesterday. And I'm still trying to organize my drawers. Um, I'll just head around here. There's all my little collections again. That's where my little girl, my big 50-pound doodle sleeps. My closet that houses my papers. I spoke about this tall tower yesterday from Hobby Lobby. Uh, I have a drawer out actually right now. I'm sitting while I watch TV at night, and I mentioned this yesterday that was one that I haven't done. I'm going through and I'm organizing and separating a lot of my items that I've cut out, fussy cut, and I'm putting them in bags. So this drawer is gone right now down into the family room. I'm working on that, and that's a very tedious task. So this cabinet is just housing a lot of miscellaneous items. This bookshelf here, um, because like I said, I'm a real outdoorsy girl, I have to have some sort of flower arrangement. These aren't real flowers, obviously, but the feathers are real turkey feathers. And we have many, many turkeys that go through our yard. And I'll go out and search for turkeys. We have deer, so I try to find deer antlers, bring anything in from outside that I can. I have a little montage of my mom and dad, uh, that some of my favorite photos of them. This one here, this is when my husband and I first met, I think I was 23 years old there, so that would have made him 32. And this is one of my favorite pictures of me and my mom. And I was just a little one there. So this bookshelf here houses a few suitcases, and this is where I keep most of the things that I need to get at on a regular basis, other than what I showed yesterday in my closet with my papers. So I'm going to try not to get too close. Yesterday I felt I was very close with a lot of my shots, but in these drawers here, I just have a lot of my, these I bought at Walmart. So they're just, cheap little drawer containers. But I house my sequins, all my little items here, I make a lot of pockets, and I like to have the sequins in them. So this houses my sequins. I have some of my hardware in here. Again, my brads, when I make my keepsake card holders, I need brads to hold the ribbon on. That's where they are. In here, I have more miscellaneous. Like I said, I have to organize some of these drawers a little bit better. These here are vellum stickers and a lot of religious faith-based stickers, which I have some over in my Martha Stewart cabinet that I have to, put all together. And then these are just miscellaneous scrapbooking stickers here. Why I have that certain grouping in there, I don't know. Down on this shelf here, I try to stay organized because I'm the type that, and I'm sure we all are, it's like when you go to the grocery store, okay, I may need a certain product, but I don't always remember the name. I don't know if you're like that. I'm trying to get better because I have to buy a little more gluten-free items because of my son. But I know where they are on the shelf. I recognize the labels and I just grab them. And that's kind of what I do in my craft room. So here I make these cute little books here. The sheets inside are made, I call these my pocketbooks, and they're made with one 12 by 12 piece of paper. But there's a pocket on each side, and it's great. I know a lot of gals make ephemera books, and they make like a three or four. They're tall. I have yet to do that, but I really like these because you have a nice pocket in the center here on each one. Trying to do this one-handed. And then you flip it and you have a pocket, on each. And they do hold quite a bit. And again, like I said, they have the pocket in the center. So I can put my taller things in there. So I have one for stamps here. And then I have another one that holds all my tickets. I have 3 stamp books here. And this is from Dave from Postal Treasures. I have all of his stamps in there. In these containers here, my son bought me this a couple years ago, this cute little paper doll. And the paper dolls actually are standing up over on my tall tower. But there's clothes in here. He thought I could use these for my crafts. And then, again, because I try to do everything, that's easy. I don't have to think about where my Christmas stuff is. My girlfriend gave me some candy in this. She just thought it was very cute, vintage style tin. She gave me some candy in this a few years ago. And in here, I just keep my small ephemera. Here's some napkins. I don't know if I got these from Ninny's Napkins, but I keep all of my little bits and pieces in here. And when I used to make my garlands, Christmas garlands, I would just pull a lot of things. These I've made. These are slide film little ephemera. And I know a lot of my girlfriends on IG, they've bought these from me in the past, and I'll jazz them up with a little Tim Holtz word or whatever. So I try to keep Christmas in Christmas tins or in a Christmas box, and it's just easier for me to remember what is what. The larger box here, I keep all of my, again, it's all stickers from Michaels, like the three-dimensional cardstock stickers, birds and flowers. It's just easy, again, for me. You know, this has a beautiful bird on the front. Even though it's a Christmas, I have my flowers and birds in here just to identify for myself. Down below here, this large one here is all Christmas items. And you can see in here, again, this was a big, these are large boxes, and I have everything in here from when I used to make my pennants, my garland. So I need to go through that. I need to start destashing a lot of items because I don't make the pennants anymore, the garlands. If there's a special request, I do, but I made so many one year. I just got totally burned out, and I can't even think about making another one. In this box here, I want to share with you, this is a really nice shop on Etsy. And it's called Timeless by Design. And I can't think, let's see, who, I don't know, and I'll have to look it up, but I don't know, I forget the gal's name, but this is the second time I've bought from her. And I use these in my junk journal, and it's just muslin that she has stamped, and they're really pretty vintage style patterns on here. I'm going to be making a sewing journal for my girlfriend, and I bought a lot of this. Like, this is Tiffany and Company. The journal that I'm working on right now, I have a lot of this in the journal because it's a vintage style sewing, you know, has a lot of the simplicity patterns in there. So when I get something, this I use on a regular basis. So in order for me, while I sit at my desk behind me, I always try to keep something hanging out. So I know that all of my stamped muslin is in this little box here. You know, my Christmas is here. So, and again, it's just what works for me. Now, I have this little box here, and because, again, it's Christmas, but it just doesn't really matter. I'm putting this next to my muslin because I just ordered quite a few charms for my junk journals, and these are really cute. These are bird cages because I want to do a journal with all birds. This one here is all snowflakes because I'll be doing some Christmas journals. These are some really pretty flowers I got. They'll be going in the journal I'm presently making along with some other flowers because I do have like the 1960 and 70 patterns in there. These here are, again, more flowers. I just think these are just gorgeous. I bought a lot of ones with leaves in them because I want to do nature. I want to do nature journals. I'm very comfortable working with, like I said, the browns, creams, anything that has to do with nature, birds, flowers. It just comes very natural to me. Or the simplicity and McCall patterns. I guess that's just where my passion lies. I have, some Tree of Life, roses, some other flowers. So I decided these just came in yesterday. Look at these sweet little. These just came in yesterday, so I wanted to get them up here. And then I have these. I think these are like a celestial with the moon and the stars and the sun. So these fit perfect right in this little container here. So that's where these are all housed. So I know, and again, I keep, these are really cute little pine cones. Look at these sweet little pine cones. So I can't wait. I know some women and gals can really whip journals out, but because I'm adding so much more to mine, it does take me a little bit longer. And then I have these suitcases. The bottom suitcase was my dad's, and then this suitcase here, along with the one I just pulled out. These I purchased, I think, at Michael's Crafts or Joann, whatever, Joann Fabrics, somewhere. But I find that these suitcases, this is a big one. These are working really well, and they come in really handy. This is old. I keep all of my fabrics in here. And Julie, if you're watching this, you're going to see a lot of your fabrics in here. And I'll make sure that I put your information in my description so everybody can come to your fabulous shop. It's April and Jules Vintage, and they really have beautiful, beautiful bundles of fabric that they sell, and I've been buying a lot from Julie. This here, she had old, which are just so pretty, old vintage tablecloths that she cut up. And her bundles range in size, so if you do create junk journals, you're going to find that there's pieces big enough here to make a cover, maybe 2 covers. And then there's smaller ones that you could create tags with, little flip, I don't know what you call them, but a lot of girls are making these little flip, I'll call them a flip panel. I don't have all the terminology down really well. I watch so many videos and I try to learn, but I can't really remember. But I just find that this is a great place to keep all of my fabrics. So that's where all of my fabrics are housed, and it's just a nice, neat place for all of them. And I'm just going to set the camera down 1 second here so I can get my big suitcase back up here on this. Okay. I could take a little trip around the world here. Okay, there we go. All right, and then in these 2 suitcases here, these little cardboard ones, this is where I keep miscellaneous ephemera that I really don't know what I want to do with yet. But you can see you can see the size of these, and these vintage, so it's 8 square feet. So what does it say? 20, I don't know what this measures, 15, maybe 15 by 15 or 16 by 16. They fit in here really nice. So I keep that in there. And then this one here, with my fabric, I keep a lot of my lace trim in here. And I have, some larger pieces in here. I have a tablecloth in here. So again, these hold quite a bit. And I just find that for me, they work. If you don't have room, you could always stand, if you don't have a shelf, you could always stand them up. This one I always put right here in front because I don't know why. I have no other spot for it. On the side here, I make my junk journals, just so you know, I make them out of the covers. I make them out of pasta boxes or rice boxes. So I have a couple here that I'm going to be working with. And then these plastic containers. They house small little ephemera and things like that. Things that I used to have posted in my Etsy shop that didn't sell, I'll keep them in there, and then I pull them out and use them for my own personal use. That's why I don't mind if, small little bits and pieces do not sell in my Etsy shop, because it's just already ephemera made that I can use. So thank you for not buying them. I will say that. Let's see. My books. Again, this is the Martha Stewart storage area, and I really like it. My books here are, I don't have a lot. I know some girls have an awful lot. But again, because I'm more of nature, I tend to lean towards the birds. I have a lot of bird books, little tiny animals. Let's see. Here's another bird book. This one I cut up pretty good. There's a lot of really pretty birds in that. Of course, like everyone else, I have two Edith Holden, which I have yet to cut. I don't know. I can't bring myself to cut it. I'll figure. I'll get over that. This floral book here is a beautiful book, and I do use this a lot. It just has really, really, really pretty pictures in it. And if anyone ever wants to see the inside of some of these books, leave a comment and let me know which books you would like to see. And then I can show you. I know a lot of times it's nice. There'll be gals on Instagram that say they'll sell this book here, but they don't show any inside photos. So you don't really know if there's a lot of bird photos in here, if they're black and white, if they're color. So like this is a very popular one that's sold. This one is another popular one that is sold online. Let's see. What might be another one? Thought I had another bird book. Oops, sorry, here. But it is nice to see the inside. And that's another thing. If you do buy online, and I know you have to claim things quite quickly, but if there's a book out there that hasn't been sold, you can, which I've done. I've always asked the girls, could you send me more photos? Could you DM me photos of the interior or whatever? And they're very, very good about doing that. So these are, some of my books here. And then I always have my little troll here that greets me in the morning. On the shelf here, I have a lot of Brad's miscellaneous. I have sequins. I keep my little book rings, my silver book rings here that get clipped to my keepsake card holders. I just have a lot of, I really don't know what to do with these or house them. And I don't use these that often, but I know they're here. They've been here forever. And they're my to-go. I know where they are. Let's see. These are nice. And I'll tell you why I like these drawers is because these lift up and they lift out. So I could actually take these and move them over to my desk if I was going to be working all day and working out of it. I don't, again, because I am rearranging items, I don't have a lot in some of these. They house mostly photos. Like these really cute tags are from Red Lead Paperworks. And I buy a lot of stamps from them, and I've bought these, and I have others, so I have to make a conscious effort to group all of them together. But for years, these mostly have housed all of my photos, and it's my old photos. I have all kinds of photo books of our family, my twins and my husband, current pictures downstairs that I work from. And then these are just old high school. Oh my gosh, that's when I was, I think, maybe 8 years old. I was at my aunt's house, and all my cousins were older, and they were really cool. They were really cool girls. And I had, I think, 8 I had 8 cousins that were probably 17, anywhere from 16 to 19 years old, and one of them had a wig. She had a fall. I guess you'd call this a fall, and they put it on me. I had a short pixie haircut there. Um, oh yeah, there's my graduation picture. But these are just all old photos, and I just keep them in here, and I have to start doing something. There's my mom. I think she was about, oh, I don't know. I think she was about 17, she said there. And she used to make all her own clothes. And there's my mom with her best friend, Ruthie Pratt. They're both deceased, but they used to sit in our kitchen. And my mom had a little tiny apartment style refrigerator and stove. And she had one of those really cool step stool chairs that you see every now and then. And Ruthie used to give my mom perms. So good memories. So yeah, this is a really nice cabinet, and there's a nice big door here. And on this side, it houses all my Project Life items, tags, all of that stuff, which I try to use for scrapbooking, but I haven't had much luck doing scrapbooking because I've been doing everything else. And then in this corner here, I have a lot of cardstock, again, for my scrapbooks. And not cardstock, but chipboard. And I just keep all of that here. I have, again, more chipboard all right here. This here, I do have one, I don't think I can find it. Oh, right here. I have one drawer here that's just full, used to be really full of playing cards. And I did go through that and decide what I wanted to keep, what I didn't want to keep. Again, you'll see I have a lot of birds. I have a lot of flowers, a lot of nature. I just have a tendency to lean towards that. So I kept all of that style so I can put in my junk journals. So, and then this over here, this really cute 32 bag. This is all full of playing cards that I need to get listed or have a sale. I won't use, and they need to be passed on to everybody else so they can do what they want with them and use them. So I'll get around to doing that sometime soon. Again, I try to use all my little spaces and cubbies, and it's not a perfect world. So these, I have to find a place. These are my, this is from Your Creative Studio. There we go. And I really don't have a spot for them yet, so I'm just keeping them tucked underneath my desk here. These are some papers here. I do have a tendency, I do drive-by dumps, and I'll have a little pile here, a little pile there, and then I get to them and organize them. But I have a tendency to dump things when I don't know what to do with them. So, okay, let's see. We're good on time. So moving around here, this area here, because I have a nice swivel chair, my family bought me this really nice gaming chair for Christmas this year. And my other office chair was not doing well at all. So they got me that, and I absolutely love it. So while I'm working on my junk journal right now, I keep everything right down where I can swivel around to it, and then I just swivel back, and I can work here at my desk, and then I swivel around and I can work on my sewing projects. So this desk here, I have to keep a clear path to, because this is actually where I work, and I pay the bills, and I'll sit down here and write a letter. And it's just a nice little safe cubby space area for me to work in. And then I have to have my boys, artwork. There's a little glare there from the lights. I really try. These were done, I think, in the third or fourth grade. And I try to keep all of their artwork out around the house. I know the time that they put into it, even though they're 23 now. I still display their artwork from elementary school, and I guess I'm just very sentimental about trying to keep my boys little. I don't know. And then this rack here holds different cards that I've made over the years, and it rotates, which is nice. And I bought this. I think this came from the Pottery Barn. This is a floor stand, obviously. And then I have a tabletop one that I use in one of the other rooms for some other things that I store in my old closet. So let's see, I guess I'll just finish this up today. So right here, if we come back to the door, because this is where you come in and you see, I have this shelf here, and this houses all of my Cuttlebug and my Big Shot items in my cinch. So I know exactly where everything here is. This box here houses a lot of my mom's old paper crafts, greeting cards and things like that when she did her decoupage. So I have easy access for that. And this I really like. This here, this Ronson Beauty, can't read it, hair dryer case. She used to have a pink hair dryer in there, a portable hair dryer with a hose. It was really cool. Obviously it broke. She tossed that, but she kept the case. So I keep a lot of my washi tape in there. And then in my Betsy Clark and this area here, I keep all of my wax seals. These are all my wax seals in here. I have washi tape behind there. That's Christmas washi tape. And then let's see what else. This is just pretty self-explanatory. This is all my Sizzix items. This little girl here, this little Romanian girl here, my daughter-in-law gave me her a couple years ago, Christmas. So she sits there all pretty. And then, again, it's just more stamps. It's all of my Big Shot. I really like the 32 bags, and I have all of my Stampin' Up! Stamps in here. And yeah, I've got stamps and stencils, and these all seem to fit really well in here, so I keep all of them. I have my cinch. I've got a ton. This is all just filled with cinch binding in here. And let's see. And in this one, I have these are my Big Shot. All of my Sizzix for Big Shot. Make all my stuff in there. So that's all compact. I know where all that is. And then this rack here was my mom's. It was in her kitchen. I know a lot of you have seen these. A lot of you have one of these. And I didn't want to bring it in here because I didn't want to clutter it up. But I find that with my scrapbooking, I keep what I'm presently working with on here, and it works for me. I'm trying to get my boys' baby books done, and I am making progress on that. They have other baby books, but these are actually my pregnancy, when I was pregnant, my books that I'm working on. Then I have a bread basket here with some of my tools that I use. And then down here, again, these are books that I've journaled in when my boys were babies, when they first started talking. I have items in there that I use. And again, this was another Tupperware dispenser that I didn't want to sell that was my mom's. And this is great to house these items in. These here are from, oh, these are items here that I bought from Robin, one of my girlfriends on Instagram. So I keep those, and these are all for Bible journaling. I keep those there. And then these are the two scrapbooks that I'm presently working on now that I've done photos, but I have to journal in. So I'm working on those. And then over here, I'm just going to move my cart. And I do like it because it's on wheels. And then over here, I have all of my magazines that I like to go to. A lot of them, I did have a sale. I did destash a lot of them, but these are the ones that I wanted to keep and that I work with. They are about journaling, scrapbooking, card making, art life. So I have those up there. I have two of these Betsy Clark memory books. One was actually mine when I think I was in the 6th or 7th grade. And then I bought a second one. I found a second one online. So I'll eventually do something with those. And then this container here houses all of my inkjet cartridges. So I have those there. I know where they are. And then up here I have stamps from Stampin' Up. Down here, the Better Homes and Garden books, I'm going to make those. I'm going to keep one. One was my mom's. I'm not going to touch that. I bought a second one from Sandy. I think it's 521 Lake something. I forget. I don't remember everybody's name. But Sandy sold me one of these. And then all of these are journals that I have bought. I haven't bought a lot over the years. It's kind of hard to buy them when you can make them, but I really just want to. I just bought a few. This one is from Amy at Kitty Witty Paper. This was the first one that I bought. And I tried selling this one, but no one was interested in it. So I figured, I thought it was really cute. And I'm hoping that someday, I guess I'll keep it. And when I have a granddaughter, I can make it for her. But after I got it, I just realized it's just really not my style. It's cute, but it's just not my style. So I keep that anyways. I keep that up there, and someday I'll use it. This is Mrs. Coggs. This is Liz Smith made this amazing Christmas journal, so I keep that up there. She's my inspiration, and I've learned a lot from her. So I've changed my style around a little bit. And then I keep, these are really cool containers. And I bought these at Hobby Lobby, and you might be able to find them. I used to have these attached to the wall, but I don't like to put a lot on the wall in here because of the wood. But these actually come out. So if I want to take a whole set of inks over to my craft table, I can. So I really like these because these all come out, and I have these all organized by color. So, and then this side here, I have my refills. And then on the end, because I don't want to lose them and I want to remember where I put them, I have all of my cleaners and my glues. So I keep them there. Then I have more scrapbooking paper here. These are just single sheets, miscellaneous theme. So I have those there. I have my two printers. And then down below, this is a drawer here, but I have nothing in it but junk right now. And I have to go through this. And then here, all the baskets here, I have these, really well organize for myself. This one here holds some of my washi tape. This one here is my computer paper. And these I use when I buy digis. This is what I use. Come on. I use the Canon, the inkjet photo paper. It's the matte photo paper. And I really like the way my digis turn out on that. And I don't use it for regular fun papers. I'll use just regular copy paper for that. But if I want to have a really cool, a really nice image, I use the matte photo paper. And then here I have all of my my Cuttlebug items in here. I have my stamps over here. I have all of my red lead. Down here I have more larger, this is all scrapbooking stickers that I use when I scrapbook. And here, these are old, these were old vegetable bins. And you've seen these. I'm sure some of the girls have sold these. But my mom used to get these all the time. And then she would cover them with her famous, oh, come on, Barbie. The sticky paper, contact paper. And then in these, I just hold, these are my library, my little library sticker type. I use these to make pockets on my pages and in my journals, and then just miscellaneous tags, things like that. So I have those. They stay up here. This one I have all of my index cards in that I use, my paper pads back here, my bingo cards that I use. Oh, let's see. This one here, I have a lot of my patterns that I've picked out that I want to put in junk journals. So they are there. All the others, a lot I've sold, and the others I've just literally put in my sewing room. And I'll figure out what to do with them down the road. And then I went through and I organized, and I kept only the punches that I want that I'd be using all the time. So that is that. And then coming around, this little cart here, my girlfriend bought for me one year for Christmas. And I really like this. This is on wheels as well. And when I sit at my desk, which I will sit down now so you can, when I sit at my desk, my chair, I have all of my things right here, my tapes that I use. I have my little big boy here that really comes in handy, my crocodile. I have my notepads here, scissors, you know, you name it. This is what I use constantly when I'm working on things. I have my heat gun. I have all down here, I have all of my embossing items. And then I have my sewing machine right here to the left of me. And this is the if you've watched any of my other journals or my videos, this is the journal that I've been showing that I'm working on. I just got the signatures sewn in. I'll be picking up and working on that again. So I keep that here constantly. It's constantly on my desk. And then, let's see, what else? This I just got today in the mail from Funky Junkie Jen. This is a photo. I haven't even really opened it yet. And then I have in this little cubby space here. This is really cool too because it's all dividers, and I keep items here that I'm supposed to be working on or I want to get my hands on, my Denison labels. I have this is a little journal I write to my mom every now and then. I have my field notes, and I have a variety of listings, things in here, girls' addresses from postcard swaps. I've got my Dennison labels, my photos here that I just mean a lot to me. And then my girlfriend this year bought me another OttLight, which I love. It's just really bright, and it makes everything look like daylight in here. So I made room for my OttLight. And then these are things that I have made. I'm not sure what to do with. I have a couple books here that I have to finish cutting. I keep my cigar box here with my distressed inks in, and these I use to clean my my StazOn. When I use StazOn and my stamps get really black, these are actually little facial makeup pads, and they work really well to clean my stamps. So that is that. And then of course I have all my tools here and my glues. I always keep this distressed ink out because I'm constantly using this. My Mother's Day, when my boys were little, me with my boys on Mother's Day. And then I always have 2 cans of Polar on my craft table because usually one is left over from the day before. And yes, that's half full. And this one is almost full. And tomorrow I'll have a 3rd can here. And they will all be downed at some point. I just have to make sure I drink them. And then to my right, I always have miscellaneous items that I either want to cut. I keep sayings here. These are from Mrs. Cogg's Crafts. So I have that and other little tools. And then, like I said, when I sit here, I can turn around and go through my bin to work on my junk journal. And then right behind me, I got this little item here from Walmart. And these have all the drawers in them. These are my tapes and twines, washi tape. These are all of my journaling stickers. And then, let's see, down here, I keep miscellaneous pieces of ephemera. These are all of my We Are Memory Keeper, my envelope maker, miscellaneous stuff. And then these are all my booklets and different things that I need to refer to if I use my sewing machine or whatever. And that's about it. I have an array of my daily planner down here where I keep track of everything. And I have my Bible journal down here that I write in. And then underneath me, my feet here, underneath me, I keep a small file cabinet full of stickers for junk journaling, and they're all in these folders here. But you can see I have all kinds of stickers in here that I will pull out and refer to. So they're in there. And then I have all of my score pads under here, my Carl cutter. I have my other cutters here, and always a bag of Werther's Originals. This in here is more plain scrapbooking 12 by 12 paper, and then the one behind it is more plain scrapbooking 12 by 12 paper. And then my computer, and Groot is always there to greet me. I'm a big Groot fan. And that is it. So that basically concludes the tour of my craft room. And I hope you, just doing a little tour here so you can see exactly what I look at when I'm sitting here. I hope you liked it. And it's just a nice space for me to come in. It's quiet. This is what it's like when my door is closed and nobody can come in. I can't hear anything and they can't hear me. Yeah, it's my little getaway, and I really like it. I feel very blessed. I feel very fortunate. I know a lot of girls that they work at a kitchen table. My girlfriend works at her kitchen table, and she just has no room. And again, I thank God every day for what I have, what I've been given, what I've worked for to earn. And I'm really blessed. And you all bless me too by all your support on Instagram. I love you all. I try to do my best to really be involved in everybody's lives, that follow me and that I follow. And I'm just very thankful for everything. And I have all of you to thank for it. So a big thank you. And that's it. I will see you in my next video. I'll see you on Instagram. And thank you all, everyone. You really mean a lot to me. So have a great Saturday night. I don't know when this will air. It may air Monday, Tuesday, whenever, but it is Saturday here. And I'm going to go down and I'm going to do a nice boiled chicken dinner with dumplings and mashed potatoes tonight, and probably sit and organize some more ephemera and watch a movie. So thank you all. Hugs and kisses to everybody. And again, I just really, really appreciate you all. You really mean a lot to me. Okay, bye-bye. I'll see you in the next video.